stopped here as like a storm hangout. And it's been one of the prettiest anchorages I have ever been in. So we're about to leave Buckle Harbor and get underway to MDI. It's about 12 miles to Southwest Harbor. We're going to stop there, get some water and fuel because we're getting kind of low on both of those. And then we're going to continue another 6 miles up Somme Sound and hang out there for a while. This is the only fjord
in the eastern U.S.
On the eastern U.S. Continental U.S.
I don't know.
I think Oregon and Washington may have some fjords.
I know it's the only one on the East Coast.
It's the only one on the East Coast, so it's pretty special. That was super muddy. Picking her way through the lobster pots.
There's a lot in here.
There's a few.
This is another one of those areas that's kind of known for having a lot of pots. And here there's a lot of toggle pots, so...
Triple the fun.
Triple the fun. Much more like double the fun. Yeah. Do you like my outfit?
So she's got headband, sweatshirt, valleys, topped off with the LL Bean slippers.
To go up Somme Sound towards Southwest Harbor and Northeast Harbor and all that stuff. It is very, very rolly out here. This is the first time we've been kind of exposed to anything from the south since we left Swans Island this morning. And we got some decent sized rollers out here today. It blew for about, 36 hours? It was probably about 36 hours of about 20 knot winds, and offshore it was worse. So it's much more comfortable now that we've made the turn because the sail we have more apparent wind. The sail's more full. We're staying heeled over a little bit. Before the wind was dead behind us and the swell was from the side, so we weren't getting much help from the sail. Just about to enter Somme Sound. We just left Southwest Harbor. Got ourselves some fuel, some water, and now we're headed up the fjord.
We found out later that Somme Sound isn't actually a fjord, but a fjord. It's a small glacial formed bay. That fact doesn't make it any less beautiful.
That boat might have just picked up our anchor because they dragged basically right over where it was. Hopefully Andy's gonna be nice.
So our boat's like a magnet for people who like can't anchor at all. So we just looked like this boat in front of us almost pulled our anchor up, which has happened a couple times.
But it didn't.
It didn't. They must have narrowly missed us. They're putting out like 2-to-1 scope and like backing down on it. It's like 6 knots. And then surprised when it doesn't catch.
Yeah, it looks like they finally caught now though.
Yeah.
They're a little close to us, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's tight anchorage. So. What you doing?
Uploading this week's video.
Where are we?
At the library in Silmsville.
Yep.
They have an open Wi-Fi connection and it's super fast.
Pretty sweet. Aiden's enjoying it too.
The library was kind enough to give us a place to work the next day, and after a few hours of editing and uploading, we decided it was time for a little dinghy ride around the anchorage. Morning. We are currently in Soamesville, which is at the top of Soames Sound on MDI, and we are headed to Southwest Harbor today so that we can do some boat chores because the boat is an absolute disaster and we need to take care of that. So, laundry is especially high on the list right now, and just some general cleaning. I am finding that here in Maine, we're having a lot more mildew going on. So I'm having to take care of that a little bit more often. But I also am finding it in spots that we typically don't have it. So I think that it's going to be like basically 2 days of hauling the boat apart, just checking on some cabinets and stuff, making sure that nothing's getting like really moldy. Not a whole lot of fun, but a necessity. So we're gonna show you what a couple days worth of boat chores looks like. After arriving at Southwest Harbor, we got straight to work with our cleaning. First up was defrosting the freezer and dealing with the condensation. And then we started to wipe down all the hard surfaces that were showing mildew. Next up, the monthly vinegar flush. Monthly, I pour about 2 cups of vinegar into the head, pump it just enough to let it sit in the pipes. It sits there for a half hour, and then I flush it into the holding tank. It does wonders for the calcium buildup you can get in your head. It does good for smells and all that kind of stuff too. And it just, I don't know, keeps things fresh and clean down there. So it seems to work. I don't know. Everyone recommends it, and we do it, and we don't have head smells, so I think it's a good thing. We just finished cleaning most everything, and the only thing really kind of left to do today, well, we still have to defrost the fridge, but one of the only things left to do today is to do some laundry, but I am really tired.
But we should do it today. Woo!
He's trying to hype himself up because he knows he's going to be carrying
2 bags of laundry for about.
No, well, I'll carry as much as I can, as far as I can.
The laundromat was about 3/4 of a mile from the dinghy dock, and we had 2 huge duffels of laundry. But the laundromat had huge washers, which was amazing, so it was definitely worth the walk.
You can do it!
You're so lame. We've been up since like, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. The wind has picked up. It's been kind of like east-ish most of the day, but it was like, I don't know, like 5 knots. And it's been like sustained like 15 in Southwest Harbor. An east or northeast wind, or like east northeast, I guess is kind of what we've got right now. It's basically unlimited fetch, and we don't weigh very much, so we're just so we're like coming up out of the bed. And some guy, words you never think you'd have to say, but like, hey, if you have underwater lights and, you know, the anchorage or the mooring field is a little like bumpy, maybe turn your lights off, because we had like a disco show going on down here from some like, I don't know, trawler over there who had underwater lights on, but they were coming out of the water because the waves are pretty big, and they also had like color changing underwater lights.
If you spent that much on your underwater lights, you would also buy them.
I would also have them going at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yes.
lighting up the whole anchorage.
Yes. Let's just try to get some sleep.
I can't. We've been up for like 2 hours.
Let's try to get some sleep. Some sleep. Aiden's doing okay. But it seems to be calming down a little bit now. That the wind has shifted a little bit, and the wind is coming, not gusting to 20 knots anymore.
No, it's only like gusting to 15 now.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Let's get some hours of sleep.
we can get a few hours of sleep. But I think we're gonna move in the morning because it's supposed to stay out of the east like all day tomorrow or today.
Today it's stopping around like midnight to 9.
Like 20 hours from now.
24 hours from now.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna move in the morning. It didn't look like it was gonna be this bad when we thought we were gonna be here, so. Oh well.
We are on the struggle bus here on Ecola this morning. I think we finally got to sleep around, 3:30-ish? Up at 7 this morning, so that puts us at around 3.5 hours of sleep. It's still pretty rough in here, and the wind is supposed to remain out of the east today, so we are headed for more protected waters, because I had a migraine towards the end of the day yesterday, and I have a little bit of like, I don't know, I call it migraine hangover, but that going on. Andy is feeling what we think is seasickness. Not sure. He ate something. We'll see if he feels better. If he feels better, it was probably just seasickness. If he feels worse, it probably was something else. He's not laughing. He does not feel good. Yeah, so we're gonna, it's like 2 miles to Northeast Harbor. We're gonna go try to pick up a mooring there and maybe get a few more hours of sleep. So we have done basically nothing today other than move the boat from Southwest Harbor to Northeast Harbor, snag a mooring, which was a little more challenging this morning than we thought it was going to be, and we went to dinner, and I took my first land shower since we left Sandwich, which was over a month ago. It felt pretty good to take a land shower today, even though it was not the nicest shower. We're both just absolutely exhausted from getting so little sleep last night, so we've had a pretty lazy day. I got laundry put away. We did a little more cleaning, and that was it.
7:98. We're gonna crawl into bed, so judge us if you want, but I don't care.
After resting up, we spent the next day exploring Northeast Harbor. We were joined by my mom, who came down for lunch, and we went to the azalea gardens nearby. We had a pretty busy week on MDI, and we'll be back next time with more adventures in Maine.